Man, SmackDown really tried. They actually tried to be a great product. I just got done watching SmackDown Live. This is my full review on what is going on today. It wasn't the best show, but they actually did try, and I really do appreciate it. There were a lot of problems with it, but overall it was okay, and I did enjoy myself. So you start off SmackDown with, the same thing that Raw did. They bring out all the roster, and you had Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon talk about, Dean Ambrose being the WWE champion and on SmackDown. So basically, Dean Ambrose comes out, and they said they need an opponent for Dean Ambrose to face. And I'm like, okay, are they just going to pick a random opponent? But no, they don't pick a random opponent. They're actually making uh, a six-man match, type like a six-man no disqualification match, which was actually not bad. But before we get into that, SmackDown got a new setup. I think it's okay. It's all right. It feels like that type of arena. It feels like that type of arena that like you would make on WWE 2K17, which yeah, it's not that good, but they did fix it well. It's fine. SmackDown did get a new intro, which was actually pretty good. Better than the last one. I still missed the last song though, but it's alright. I have to redo everything for my WWE 2K16 thing. I meant to say WWE 2K16 when I meant the arena. So basically, they make this six-man no disqualification match. So they choose John Cena, Baron Corbin, Apollo Crews, AJ Styles, Dolph Ziggler, and I'm trying to think who. Okay. The first one was John Cena. Okay, then you had AJ Styles. You had John Cena, AJ Styles, Apollo Crews, Baron Corbin, Bray Wyatt, and you had another person. But it doesn't matter because no, you didn't have another person because there was a battle royal that was taking place to get the sixth person, which was actually Apollo Crews, which I just said. So they have the battle royal, which was basically almost a whole roster fighting besides the American Alpha and Randy Orton and the Divas. So they had this battle royal, which was not bad. I noticed SmackDown are doing different camera angles because usually they would have the middle camera angle as the hard camera angle, and they would just record off that. But now they're going different angles, like a right angle, then a left angle, and a top angle, which I think it's pretty cool in my opinion. It makes it looks different, it makes it look way different. But now this match, you had Kane in the battle royal. It was so many people. I really thought Zack Ryder was gonna win it just because Zack Ryder is being pushed to the moon, and then I think he's kind of getting pushed down, sadly. But Apollo Crews does end up winning this match at the end by eliminating Kane, which made him the sixth person inside this battle royal. I'm trying to remember these names. Okay, you had Apollo Crews, Bray Wyatt, Baron Corbin, John Cena, AJ Styles, and I forgot the last person. But overall, that happened. And then I think next we had a Divas match. I'm trying to totally remember this. I'm trying to remember this all in my head. Like, honestly, let me see. Yeah, you had a Divas match. It was Becky Lynch versus Natalya, which I didn't really care for because I don't know where this feud is going. At first, I was happy about Natalya turning heel, and now I'm like, I don't really care. But it's happened. Yeah. So this match happens, and actually Becky Lynch hits her finisher and makes Natalya tap out, which led some divas coming out, like Alexa Bliss coming out, and then Naomi coming out, and then Eva Marie coming out, which was so stupid. It didn't make any sense. I really wish they would have just kept them backstage, like all the way back there. WWE should have thought about that. Like, just makes no sense. It just doesn't make any sense. and Eva Marie came out, just made it worse. I like Eva Marie, I do, but I just don't think she should have came out at that time. Like people don't really still like her anyways, so I feel as if she should have just stayed somewhere else. Um, but yeah, that happened, and then you had the Miz on Miz TV, whatever he kind of the little thing he has, which Randy Orton did appear on with him, and Randy Orton basically said, you know, I thought you were talking about me when you was talking, because the Miz was talking about himself, which Randy Orton thought he was talking about him. So Randy Orton came out, and Randy Orton basically said that you were having a match with me next after this. So they have a match, and what's crazy is Randy Orton hit him with the RKO out of nowhere, which is pretty awesome. I really did like that. Like that RKO out of nowhere was pretty crazy because he was just getting back in the ring and RKO, something that you would see on a video game. And then he stops, he sits back on the ropes, waits till he gets up, and RKOs him again. Then he gets the pin, which I think was pretty good because it'd be kind of crazy just to end the match way off that. What was after this? There weren't that many matches. Oh yeah, you had the Heath Slater. So this random guy, I don't know, probably a jobber, a near future jobber, came in the ring. He was supposed to face an opponent, but Heath Slater actually comes in from the apron, not apron, but he comes in from the the fan place, and then I don't know why I said fan place, but he comes in and he basically says I'm a free agent and I need to be signed now. Basically says I created the Social Outcast, the Nexus, the Core. He basically tells Shane McMahon that, and Shane's like, oh, okay. Then all of a sudden, Rhino shows up. Rhino's coming in. He's by the ropes, ready to spear the living Jesus out of Heath Slater. And like literally, it was crazy. Rhino got a big pop. So Rhino and Heath Slater are free agents, which I do believe that Rhino will be on SmackDown, and Heath Slater probably will be on SmackDown too. I made a mistake earlier. Curtis Axel was not a free agent. I really meant Heath Slater. But yeah, that was pretty okay. Nothing much to it. I'm glad Rhino's back in the business. I don't know if I mentioned this, but Shelton Benjamin is actually returning to SmackDown. He's been out of action from WWE since 2009. So that's been a really long time. That's probably around when CM Punk was actually making his peak in the WWE. And when Jeff Hardy was about to leave. And so he's coming back. They had a little promo or whatever on the big card, on the big display. So he's coming back soon. Same with American Alpha. They're going to be debuting next week. And I think the last match was the 6-man match. I believe so. But the crazy thing about SmackDown is that it's live, so anything that happens can't be spoiled unless you don't watch it. Like, I'm kind of happy about that because I used to hate when SmackDown was so spoiled. Like, they would all of a sudden have so many, like, stuff on, like, Twitter or Instagram posting pictures of what's going on, which makes me mad. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it just makes me mad. But overall, SmackDown was okay. Didn't really have it really wasn't competition with Raw, but they did try, which I did appreciate. Little things like Eva Marie and the Divas, coming out just made me upset. Like didn't get it. I didn't get it. JBL on commentary is such garbage. Like honestly, he called Kalisto Sin Cara. Where's this man's script? Somebody please get this man his script, because I don't know if he's trying to go off script, because that shit's not working. The other white guy that was with Jerry Lawler, he's the only one saving this commentary. He's talking about Gucci Mane's new album. How better can that get? Come on now. Literally. You have JBL over here talking about oh my god, talking about Apollo Crews is fun to watch. Like, oh, why JBL? Please just do something else. Just do something else. Just JBL, why don't you be like Jerry Lawler and just leave? That's the best thing that you can do right now. Just leave and do some other things. Maybe be a manager, wrestler, or whatnot. I'm trying to think who else was in the match. Um, I still can't remember everybody in the 6-man match. But let's talk about the 6-man match. So you had Bray Wyatt, John Cena, Baron Corbin, Apollo Crews. I'm really just gonna have to freaking go on a website and look for it. Oh my god. Oh, I want to mention another thing. Actually, Smackdown are having their own pay-per-views. I think after SummerSlam, they're having their own pay-per-views. Shane didn't mention that, and they're gonna have their own Backlash, which I think is pretty cool. That's what happens when you split a brand. Um, Let me see. I'm trying to remember. Oh my god, I can't. How can I not remember who was in the 6-man? I can remember like 5 of them. Like, oh my goodness, I'm such a terrible person. Uh, but yeah, and this match was actually pretty good. You had John Cena. Oh, I take that back. I take that back. Okay, you had John Cena attitude adjusting literally everybody, which I didn't like. He attitude just Baron Corbin attitude just AJ Styles attitude just Apollo Crews, Dolph Ziggler. I remember he's in the match, but honestly, I didn't like that. It didn't make sense to me. I think I could finally get all the 6 people. Okay, you have John Cena, AJ Styles, Bray Wyatt, Baron Corbin, Apollo Crews, and Dolph Ziggler. I got him. Boom. Okay, so Dolph Ziggler actually won this match with a super kick to I believe it was AJ Styles, and like it was over. So AJ Styles, #1 contender for Dean Ambrose Championship at SummerSlam, which I think Dean Ambrose is gonna win. Doesn't really matter to me because it's gonna be a good match. But post your comments down below. Tell me how you think about this review. I'm sorry that I forgot so much because literally after SmackDown was over, I literally just got on this camera and I started recording. But thank you guys for watching. I will be keeping you updated with anything else that's going on in my life or my YouTube channel. So peace out.